Hey, my name is Daniel here. I'm the CEO of MTestHub, and I wanted to record this quick 5-minute overview because I noticed you're hiring, and I think there's a smarter way to filter candidates before interviews. So, just before I begin, if you could automatically identify your top 10 candidates out of 200 applicants before your team even spends hours reviewing resumes, would that help? That's what this is about. Not software, not another ATS. It's all about shortening your hiring cycle and reducing bad interviews. So instead of describing features and paying the after state, here's what happens. You post a job. So we have our job posting board here. And let's say, here's an example of one of our recent clients. Let me pull that up. Here's a growth partner right here. They got 56 applications, and this posting was only open for about 30 minutes. Well, let's say your company that gets a lot of applicants, 200 applicants come in. Instead of manually opening resumes and having to sift through, what each person has, and these days the resumes are 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages. Our AI screening process will score the resumes based on skill match keywords. And then also we have input an AI agent to assess their whole application and further understand all the details in their application and how much of a match they are as a candidate to the job role with critical core and bonus skills. Even give you recommendations on that. So our system will AI screen the applicant, send a short 15 to 30-minute skills validation test, and automatically rank candidates by performance, delivering a short list of proven performers. So instead of interviewing 15 or so questionable candidates after hours of resume review, you interview the top 5, the top 10 who have already demonstrated the skill and done an assessment. And that means these candidates are motivated, they're engaged, because these days, I'm telling you, they have apps out there that act like Tinder and they just swipe right and apply to jobs they don't even read. And so now your recruiters and your team is wasting time doing, reviewing resumes and then finally sending them invitations to interviews, and then they don't show up or they're not prepared because they're not even good matches for that role. So we have integrated an assessment platform as well. So you can see right here, we have our assessment builder, and we have a new feature that makes the job so easy for recruiters that might not have the deepest understanding of a role. It's called one-click assessments. They don't even have to have a set of questions that was given to them by their hiring manager. They can choose the role, choose the type of a set questions that they want to build, moderate or hard. Let's say we want 5 multiple choice, and then let's do 5 descriptive, just for fun. And then we can even give the AI agent a little bit more prompt, like, test team working skills. And so what our tool will do is understand the company you're hiring for, which is yours, or if you're an agency, obviously you could have other different clients. And then the job you're hiring for, since you have created the job listing on here. And it will create a series of questions. Describe a scenario when you had to coordinate with internal team members using Asana to align deliverables. How did they know they use Asana? Because the job role says this company uses Asana. And then other questions, multiple choice. While using Apollo IO for lead development, which strategy would most effectively build a high quality outbound pipeline aligned with your target market? These are multiple choice questions. So I, as a recruiter, in less than a minute, can go ahead and create an assessment, executive test, let's say, just to quickly filter out the candidates. There are only 10 questions, and and this is their ticket to the screening interview, let's say, so that when I meet this candidate, I know they are engaged, they're motivated, and they're willing to prove their skills. And we have full assessment capabilities, obviously the anti-cheating features, we can auto-evaluate tests, live proctoring. I don't want to boggle you down, because for recruiting, all that matters is making sure that you're getting the top candidates and the quality candidates. And our full assessment platform allows you to go ahead and build an assessment so quickly so that candidates can actually prove their capabilities and how much they really want this job, and also that they have the minimum basic skills necessary for this job. So let me show you what the testing platform looks like. Let me take off all the anti-cheating features. Real full-blown testing platform. So our tool will automatically screen the candidates, and then we'll tell them, hey, you've been shortlisted, go ahead and take this assessment. And then when they take the assessment, they get scored. And then when they get scored, you automatically invite them to the interview. We also have the interview scheduler. We also have interview feedbacks and interview AI note takers. We have so much. But instead of boggling you down with all the features, I just want to let you know that it's about the cost. It's usually the biggest issue with SaaS solutions. I don't consider ourselves a SaaS solution. We add value. So you only pay when you use it. How? If you screen 200 applicants and invite 20 of those shortlisted applicants to an assessment, you only pay to screen the applicants and you pay to test those applicants. So it's going to be under the cost of 1 week of recruiter time, a fraction of what an agency placement fee will be. Here's an example. We charge $150 per applicant screening. So 100 people apply to a job, $150. You set up an assessment. It's one charge. You create a job-specific assessment once and use as many times as you want. And then you pay $2 per test session. So anytime a candidate is shortlisted or it's one of your top candidates and you want to further assess their skills necessary for the job, paying $2 per candidate being assessed. And if you use the anti-cheating features, those are add-ons of 75 cents per 15 minutes of recording. But for one job gets 200 applicants, you get 20 great candidates and they get assessed and you verify their skill, $345. Not just that. We are also adding a promotion where you get free access for a full 30 days. So you can run as many jobs as you want, as many screenings as you want. I want you to really realize the value of this tool because I want to know how much it can transform your job, your hiring. And again, most recruiting tools sell access. We charge based on output. No seat licenses, no contracts, no long onboarding cycles. You test it on one role. If it works, you scale it. So if this approach makes sense for how you want to hire going forward, you can reply to me, let me know. I'll send you the instructions on how to register your access so you can start building jobs and assessments, or even book a call with me so I can walk you through the onboarding and send you if you rather me walk you through the onboarding instead of doing training videos. But I'd love to be a partner with you and really transform how you're hiring based on merit and skill and really level the playing field so that we can find the best talent and transform hiring forever.